In this video, I want to share my feedback of the SMALLRIG wooden cage handle. Now, I've had this for 8 or 9 months now, used it off and on, so I thought now was the time to actually share my 2 cents on using this product. To start off, it does feel pretty solid. I mean, this is a wood handle, and the one thing that I was concerned about initially is if I'm sweating or it's a little bit wet out, like over winter, I was out with some duck hunters doing some shooting, and I was concerned that the moisture would make the grip very slick. That was not the case, actually. Even with my hands being a little bit wet, I really didn't have a problem maintaining a strong grip. On the top, it does have a cold shoe mount, 2 1/4 inch female screws, and 1 3/4 inch female screw. Now, I haven't had to use the screw adapters for anything, but I have made use of the cold shoe. The arm can be loosened up with the screws on the inside and moved to the other side if you want to use this on, let's say, the right side of the cage. The way it is right now, it would be on the left-hand side of the cage. But you can actually change it around, which is nice, so you have a little bit of flexibility. You do have 2 screws here to fasten to the cage. Now, my experience is when you're screwing these in, to like do one part way and then do the other one part way, because if you're trying to screw one in all the way tight, it starts to make this a little bit crooked and it puts pressure on the other one. So you have to do both of them like a little bit at a time until you get this flush up to the cage, and then you can really wrench them down. Now, something SMALLRIG likes to do is include little Allen wrenches or Allen keys, however you want to call them, inside their products. And they're usually held in by a little magnet. Now, this is my one critique. This magnet is fairly weak actually compared to other SMALLRIG products I've used. It doesn't really take much pressure at all for it to come out. And it doesn't really keep the tool held in place too firmly. Listen to this, right? Hear that? That little clicking around. Now, maybe that's not an issue if you have a boom mic off somewhere else, but if you're recording right off the top of the camera, like with a microphone right on top, my experience has been on a couple occasions, I did pick up that little vibration. So my recommendation, when you go out to the field, you might want to take this and put it into a bag. Now, you will want to keep this with you because these screws here have little holes in them that you will probably want to put the wrench into and turn it to get more tension. I found this helps out a lot to really get this tight to the cage because in my experience, every time I've tried to use my thumbs exclusively to tighten these down, I found at some point throughout the shoot, the handle got a little bit loose. So using this tool gives you a little bit extra leverage to put a little more tension down to make sure that the handle is secured to the cage. Now, the only real regret is that I paid almost $100 for this. That is, in my opinion, a bit too pricey for a wood grip that doesn't do anything else, right? It's not connected to the recording controls on my computer. It doesn't have any electronics. It doesn't do anything. It's just a grip with a little bit of aluminum. So, in my opinion, price-wise, it's a little on the pricey side, and I think there are more affordable options. But I do think it is a durable product. I put it through a little bit of abuse in the outdoors, and it still works. I mean, there's not much to break, right? It's just a handle. Simple, durable, but a bit pricey. So it's up to you if you think this is going to be worthwhile. It had really, really good reviews on Amazon, so I decided to go for it. But I'm still on the fence if it was really worth the cost. So just my 2 cents, something for you to think about. Well, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again next time.